Today we will be talking about the solar ingress in Aries and the ingress of Jupiter in the sign Pisces. In both the cases, there is Shatak Yoga. And when there is Shatak Yoga, it means the moon and the Jupiter, they are placed in 212 or 6-8 axis. Here, in both cases, it is 6-8 axis. And it is also Shukla Paksham. So what happens? There will be a lot of volatility in the stock and financial markets. Because Jupiter is the Karka for wealth. And it is ingressing today in the evening, as per Vakyam Panchal at 1954 hours, and when the sign Libra is rising, and it has got Ketus, and Ketu is in the star of Jupiter, and Jupiter is placed in the 6th house. And the Yoga Lord is Mercury, Vriddhi, and Vriddhi, Mercury is ill placed from 6th house, 6th Lord, and it is influenced by Ketu, the disease Karka. So there are three things. One, there can be virus. Again, the virus may trouble us. It will prolong. And I've seen all the parameters as per Mrityus Puta, Des Puta, and Prans Puta, the Navamsha of Lagna, Navamsha of Moon, Navamsha of Gulika. So all this shows that initially the disease may spread, but it will not take a fatal stage and it will get cured. Similarly, we have seen in the case of solar ingress of Aries, when Taurus sign is rising and Sun is in the 12th house, and there is Shatak Yoga. So in three things: one, volatility in the stock and financial markets; second, the virus spread which may not be fatal; and then the third thing is untoward happenings, and especially an earthquake. I had predicted about an earthquake. That moment the Mars changes the sign to Aquarius, there can be an earthquake, and we've seen for ourselves that on the 9th, 10th there were earthquakes in Indonesia, US and other places. And there is one good happening, which is the Sanrakshan Yoga. Today from 13th April 2022, 1954 hours to 14th April 8:41 hours, there is Sanrakshan Yoga and Shiv Raj Yoga, which is the highest Raj Yoga. And those people who have this yoga, especially connected to the 10th Lord, maybe it is Sun or Mercury or Sun or Jupiter, they will be benefited. And if Saturn, the transit Saturn also aspects the Sun and Jupiter in your chart, who are having this Sanrakshan Yoga, they will come out of all the problems, and they will, if they are not placed well and they are suffering in their career, all this suffering will go away and there will be a rise in their status. The other thing is that we are experiencing a heat wave, and when Jupiter today in the evening goes in the sign Pisces, a totally watery sign, and in Navamsha also it is with Mercury, and in the sign Cancer, there can be a respite from the heat wave. And there could be earthquakes, especially when Saturn is ingressing in the sign Aquarius on the 29th of April, because Saturn will be aspecting Ketu degree wise, and when it goes in Aquarius, it will be aspecting Rahu. So it is a crucial point, and the celebrities or politicians of power may face some problems. So this is all, friends. I just wanted to share that this ingress, the transformation of planets is taking place. First, Rahu and Ketu have changed, the nodes have changed sign, then Jupiter is changing sign, then Sun is changing sign, Sun is going in its exaltation sign, and it is going in the 12th house. So the sun, where it is situated, the signification of that house is more predominant, and the 12th house, and Mars is also the 12th lord placed in the 10th house aspecting the Lagna. So there could be espionage, terrorism, and border and tensions at the border with China or Pakistan. I'd also predicted that the head of the countries and the presidents and prime minister of the countries may suffer, and I'd also mentioned about Pakistan, and thus that prediction has proved spot on, especially because Aries ascendant is there in the foundation chart of Pakistan, and in the 10th house there is planetary war between Mars and Saturn, which took place on the 3rd April 2022, and we have seen the consequences. So this is all, friends. I just wanted to share that the stock and financial markets will have lot of volatility in the coming time frame, and those people who are Scorpio and Gemini ascendant will be benefited by this transit between today evening and tomorrow morning, especially if they have the Shiv Raj Yoga. And Shiv Raj Yoga or the Sanrakshan Yoga is the highest Raj Yoga when Sun and Jupiter are together in a house, specifically in the sign Cancer, in the sign Leo, in the sign Pisces. It is extremely beneficial, but it should be placed in a good house. And if it is connected to the 10th house, 10th lord, if Sun is the 10th house, 10th lord, or Jupiter is the 10th house, 10th lord, then it's a time to celebrate for those people who are having this yoga, because this yoga will be activated. And if Saturn is also aspecting Jupiter and Sun simultaneously, Jupiter should not be combusted. Then it is a time that the person may get respite in his job and career. So this is all, friends. We have talked about 3 things: the tension at the borders, an earthquake, volatility in the stock and financial markets, virus spread, and in the same time some good things is the Sanrakshan Yoga. And then Sun is exalted, Saturn will be in her own house. Saturn is the Raja of is the king of the year in the Pisces new moon chart, and Jupiter is the minister, and both are placed in their own house, but they are forming a Shatak Yoga. And Mars is Avyogi in both cases and placed in the 5th house, so this is not good, and the 10th house, so this is not good. At the time of solar ingress in Aries, it is in the 10th house, and at the time of Jupiter ingress, it is in the 5th house, so it is not good. So it shows speculation. One should be very cautious in investment in the speculation sector. So this is all, friends. I just wanted to share. Thank you very much for listening to me. Have a good day. Bye bye.